Hey guys, just ignore the way I look. Not to quote Limp Bizkit, but it's just one of those days. Anyway, we are going to be making a sweet potato and ground beef bowl. Let's get into it. Alright, so I'm going to go through the ingredients and how much you need. I don't believe I'm substituting anything in this one. So you are going to need 1 pound of ground beef. It calls for 1 onion. I'm going to use half of an onion that I already have. It'll be fine. I guess I am substituting. I'm just changing measurements, I guess. It calls for 1 bell pepper. I guess I am substituting. Just ignore what I said at the beginning. I don't like bell peppers. They give me massive heartburn, and I honestly just don't like the flavor of the green bell peppers. We are going to use these sweeties, and we're going to use the rest of this bag. So I figured that would kind of be about 1 pepper by the time I see it and cut everything. You're going to need a garlic clove. I'm using 2. Just because I need to get rid of this garlic. And that needs to be minced. The bell pepper needs to be diced. The onion needs to be diced. Garlic clove minced. You're going to need a teaspoon of cumin. You are going to need a teaspoon of paprika, a teaspoon of chili powder, a teaspoon of oregano. You're going to need some sort of cooking fat. I have some bacon grease right here, and that's going to be my cooking fat. You're going to need 2 green onions. So I have these. They look kind of sad because I didn't put them in a green bag like I did these, but it's fine. And I'm only going to use probably the 2. I might use 3. You're going to need sea salt and ground pepper. You can honestly just use any salt. I happen to have sea salt, so that's what I'm going to be using. 2 sweet potatoes. You need to peel and dice them. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. You need, you're going to need lime. So in the first part of the recipe, you're going to need the juice of half a lime. My limes are little, so I'm going to use this one for the half of lime because it's smaller than the other one, and I'm going to use the whole lime. And then you need 2 teaspoons of chili powder, a half a teaspoon of cumin. This is going to be for your sweet potato. We'll get into it. And then again, sea salt and freshly ground pepper. And then you're going to make a sauce. And for that, you're going to need a 1/4 cup of cilantro chopped, a 1/4 cup of coconut milk, juice of a lime, and a teaspoon of chili powder. And if I remember, I'll go through these as we do them, but overall, that's what you're going to need. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do is preheat your oven to 425 and line a cooking sheet with some parchment paper or aluminum foil. And then get out a large skillet. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is get our sweet potatoes, and we are going to peel them and wash them. I usually peel my sweet potatoes and then wash them, but you do what you prefer to do.
I'm out of reasons, I'm out of rhyme, but I'll only tell you that I'm out of time. I'm sick of love songs, I'm tired of this, and I wanna tell you straight just like it is. You're watching me like you want me, but you're still holding back, still holding back. Honestly, you're annoying me with the way that you keep playing. Show me your love like it is, like it is. Bend open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can get, you can get. Show me your love, leave me breathless, breathless.
so once you get your sweet potatoes peeled and washed, you are going to cut them up into chunks.
I'm out of patience, I'm out of feels, but I guess I'm waiting around for something real. I'm going crazy, like what's the deal? 'Cause I want you to show me what you feel. You're watching me like you want me, but you're still holding back, still holding back. Honestly, you're annoying me with the way that you keep playing. Show me your love like it is, like it is. Bend open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can get, you can get. Show me your love, leave me breathless, breathless.
Alright, so next you're going to throw all your sweet potato chunks on a cooking sheet, and then we are going to start putting on the spices. So for the spices, you're going to want to do about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, a juice of a lime, a chili powder, 2 teaspoons of chili powder, a half a teaspoon of cumin, salt and pepper to taste. I put a pretty good amount of salt and probably lightly did the pepper just because there's already a lot of spice on this. And then you're going to toss those together and then put them in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes.
Show me your love like it is, like it is. Bend open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can get, you can get. Show me your love, leave me breathless, breathless.
Once you get your sweet potatoes in the oven, you want to go ahead and add your cooking fat to your skillet and get that melting. Alright, so next we are going to chop our onions and mince our garlic. You'll see when we get to the garlic section, I'm using one of the gadgets I got from Temu. This gadget is complete and utter garbage. Do not buy it. Anyway, so once you get your onions chopped and your garlic minced, you're going to add them to the skillet and cook them until they are softened. And then once those are softened, we are going to add our beef.
Stepped into my life, such a magic feeling when you tore down my walls. I wish I could go back to right before you told me I'd try to change it all. But look at us now, could have gone so far. It hurts to realize we're parted. Yeah, look at us now, this is who we are. And I just know things will never be the same. We're like strangers again, again, again. Strangers again, again, again. We're like strangers again, again, again. I just know things will never be the same. We're like strangers again.
While you're waiting waiting for the onions and garlic to soften, go ahead and start chopping your peppers.
Strangers again. I thought we'd never fall. Could have tried much harder. Now all we have are scars. You said we'd get so high, higher up than heaven. You said we'd reach the stars. But look at us now. Could have gone so far. It hurts to realize we're parted. And look at us now. This is who we are. And I just know things will never be the same. We're like strangers again, again, again. Strangers again, again, again. We're like strangers again, again, again. I just know things will never be the same. We're like strangers again. Strangers again. Strangers again. Now that we parted, I better get started. It's time to get my head up again. You said that you had to. I'll try to forget you. Just didn't think we'd end up this way, like strangers again. Strangers again. Like strangers again. Oh, I know things will never be the same. Like strangers again. Like strangers again. Like strangers again.
If I could start the story from the end, then maybe I could end all this pretending. I'm not too sure of everywhere I've been. This medicine keeps telling me I'm winning. Oh Marilyn, where have you been? I've been looking for a place within. Oh, this carousel is spinning me. I've been up and down through heaven and hell. Did I run too late? Did I make you wait? Now tell me where you've been and everything you see.
Alright, so once you get your peppers chopped, you're going to add it to the meat once the meat is no longer pink. Then you're going to cook the peppers for about 4 minutes. While the peppers are cooking, we are going to work on the sauce. For the sauce, you're going to need about 1/4 cup of cilantro, 1/4 cup of coconut milk, the juice of a lime, chili powder, about a teaspoon, and about, it doesn't say, but you're going to need green onion as well. And then I end up blending mine. You'll see later on in the video and we'll get to it. But the recipe doesn't say to blend it. It just says mix it together. So I, for one, am not a big chunky sauce person. So I did opt to blend mine.
If I could make it out of here alive, if I could pack up all my souvenirs, but I am gonna stay just one more night, so I can trick myself like you were here. Oh Marilyn, how have you been? I've been looking for a place.
Alright, so once the peppers are cooked, we're going to add our spices to our meat mixture. Those consist of a teaspoon of cumin, a teaspoon of chili powder, a teaspoon of paprika, and a teaspoon of oregano. And then you're going to go ahead and stir that into the meat, that it continue to cook a little more, and while it's doing that, finish your sauce.
On this carousel, keep spinning me up and down through heaven and hell. Did I arrive too late? Did I make you wait? Now tell me where you've been and everything you've seen. Did I arrive too late? Did I make you wait? Now tell me where you've been and everything you've seen. They say
Alright, then you're just going to add your sweet potatoes to your beef mixture, mix it all together, put it in a bowl, a plate, or whatever, drizzle your sauce on top, and enjoy it. I want to go ahead and thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below any recipe ideas. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Run back deep